Deed. Alright. Where did you get it from? Any idea how its spark got scattered all over the galaxy? No, I don't know. I had to ask, do you know where I can find the parts? I'll check with the droid merchants across the galaxy then. Any idea how its spark got scattered? And more influence, huh? Okay, there was another little talk there. Yes, so repair that. Okay, what else do I need? Chassis and processor. I think I couldn't find chassis or processor in my last... well, in my other LP, that is. Is she here? Yeah, she's here. Actually, cargo hold is like the biggest I remember. You can basically like store item there, I think. Could be nifty.
Oh, welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
She's happy to see me. Are you alright?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters. Yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Can I ask some questions?
You may ask.
Did Atreus ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts.
Already heard this.
You may ask. I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you if she sees fit.
No.
You may ask.
But they look different. You already asked her about that, I think. Why are you called the handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You are the last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps, once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Is this what occupies your thoughts?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art, in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
I agree, it showed how far you are willing to go for your goals.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
Revan turned Malak, once a friend, and killed him.
What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
You're driven by the dark side, right?
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true. You may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it? Influence failure.
It is not important.
Oh.
My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
There is some truth in that, would you say?
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Do you think that I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Right now, the only question I'm asking myself is why I'm letting you stay. No.
You may ask.
I would like to return to Academy on Telos. What? What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could always play Pazak with that.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
Look, I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restore him.
He's Iridonian? Oh, the Iridonian, right. Oh, bao-dur?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to.
And then it's
His
Zabrak.
shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours.
Oh.
Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Maybe you like to explain why Atreides is siphoning power to the Telos Academy.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings of the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
She thought bao-dur was the key to saving Telos?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I I do not realize if you know what it means to his.
Okay. Even dark side, what? Oh, I'm even more lighter now.
Yes?
Hmm.
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how... You may... I do not wish to... You may...
Hmm.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them?
Yes, but I could not give them to you.
Okay. Okay, it was nice talking to you. I should save Kreia for the wealth. She always liked to help a lot. That is for sure. What is this secret system? Oh, the cameras. Interesting, never really noticed that. Wasn't in the first game too. Anything new to say, Ethan?
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
Oh. I feel as I'm more in touch with the Force than I ever have been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Let's play Bazak.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Bazak, Bazak, Bazak. Okay, and Kreia. This will take like 10 minutes at least.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Oh. As many as want to come with us and help us.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They
Army,
will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
They are my friend, my followers.
Do not cloak one word within another. Friends. Do friends not follow? Do friends not form a hierarchy of their own, no matter how small the circle?
Seems whatever I tell her, she always... I don't know. She basically... I can tell her whatever I want, and she will not like it. Yeah, that's what I meant. They are friends too, maybe you could learn to see them that way, rather than as followers.
I am too old for friends.
Oh.
And when the years settle upon you, you will dispense with such words as well.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Why are you angry?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
Is something happening to them?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
They are my friend, not tools.
I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make use of that which you forge. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
Oh. I'm getting really light.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
There is enough suffering in the galaxy. If I can't prolong it for one person, then I have made a difference.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
Indeed. I fail to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
I will never abandon my friends in such a way.
So you may think. But it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path.
Influence lost with Kreia. No, it's so easy to
Yes.
lose influence with her.
Have you come with questions?
I wish to learn about lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber and a proper sparring partner.
And I wish to know what adrenaline you can offer.
Very well. What is it that drives you? I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
What about when we fight on our journey?
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragas.
Okay. I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I wish you to know more about the Force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
More about the Force.
Very well. Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing?
To defend you and Melas.
Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. For the male, it seems to have an inordinate importance. But we shall leave such male preoccupations for philosophers and cultural historians. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are.
But how do I make one?
The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place.
Alright.
Ask.
You don't seem to like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
I trust her. She is here to help us, and allies should stand together.
Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, I hope your arrogance will prove true in time. But I will abide her presence. She may have her uses.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat. And as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
I do not see the Handmaiden as an enemy, and neither should you.
If that is your opinion, it is noted. Is that all you wish to speak to me about?
Oh, she's mad again.
Ask, and I will answer.
What's wrong with yours?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal you.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
Oh.
Ask, and I will answer.
What are Jedi or Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize
She is neutral.
Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
I want some answer, not more cryptic words.
Or what? Shall you kill me? Hurt me? You would only be inflicting harm on yourself. Perhaps you will keep me here on this ship, prisoner, unable to leave. Is that the way of a Jedi? Ask.
Do you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
You walk her path?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
Oh, you died, Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer. Ask.
Okay. More influence lost. Okay.
Yes.
Is there even a point to ask you about something?
Then ask. Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
Because he was a leader?
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I don't know. Could have been.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes. Ask.
You know, Revan?
I misspoke before.
Yeah.
Ask.
Anyway, I think it's time to choose a planet and land on it, and then I will just end it. Yeah, why the fuck not? So, we can choose, and we are going to Nar Shaddaa first.
Here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If you wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nar Shaddaa?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and bao-dur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
So there are a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah. Some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find Jedi here? Probably very hard.
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
You speak of this place as if it is familiar to you.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Okay. Yeah, let's take them in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
What the hell?
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Lo mababe wanto susitu mukarata. Tu esrecto natada beer mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me borokra.
Bani sukakran, joka mata storch ban locha. Joana masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha foeko mikojira.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Febko emaream ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi unawana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
The hupo botenyo go jutro picha. When tabani sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Jugadosa jibacha. Ratak mansa. Tokosha machito. Joana masaranka ma ramazurita. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha foeko mikojira. Kawanabota atagwa kankadira. Yutaka alwanji umaliba. Tues mahawika si wawanta mo goika wansoba. Wakama nurawa.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Honto no saka. Jita bedwana maticha. Doveri mucha. Yonona shitasa chuch. Si machadana. Dona we searcha makaran.
Oh, companions. You bastards.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Any problem with the looking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Is this the refugee sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Okay.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. Whatever we do, I say we get the Hawk's ID signature changed while we're here. Might keep us from being a target when we enter a new system.
It is not your choice, Adon. It is his. What is it you wish to do?
Yeah, I want to find this guy L.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Let's see then.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
I think it will be fine where it is.
It'll be fine where it is! Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Telling me it'll be fine where it is, what, you think I'm stupid? I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
What other ship?
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
I can pay for the space and your time.
Yeah? Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
More credits.
Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Oh. Taking Atom and Handmaiden. She's soldier. Yeah. 300? What? Anyway. See you next time. He disappeared. Goodbye.